Hello everybody, this is an online maths video to support you in supporting your child. Remember, if you're the Key Stage 2 SATs will be sat by your Year 6 child. Your child will sit the Key Stage 2 SATs in May this academic year. The Key Stage 2 SATs are a statutory assessment. That means that it's legal for them to complete them. They will sit tests in reading, maths, spelling, punctuation and grammar. The tests are both set and marked externally. This video is going to focus on maths particularly. So in maths, your child will sit 3 individual papers. Paper 1 is based around arithmetic, which we are going to go into more detail with on the next slide. Paper 2 is in relation to reasoning, and so is paper 3. The first paper is arithmetic. Pupils will have 30 minutes, which is half an hour, to answer 34 questions. I have put an example on the slide in front of you which requires children to answer a multiplication calculation. As you can see on the right hand side, this question is worth 2 marks. The child would get 1 mark for 1 correct answer and another mark for showing their calculation, for showing their method. The following videos after these slides consist of Miss Eagle showing you how we as a school calculate or teach your children to use the long and short multiplication method and to use the long and short division method, normally known as the bus stop method.
Okay, now we're moving on to long multiplication. This follows a very similar strategy. The only difference is that the multiplier is more than 1 digit. So you'll see we've now got a 2-digit number, which is 24. Now, one of the most common misconceptions in class and mistakes that children make is forgetting their place value holder. So if it's by a 2-digit number, if we multiply by a 2-digit number, I make sure that the children always put their place value holder in first, so that they do not forget, and then they can complete the calculation. So firstly, in our multiply, we've got 24, which is 2 tens and 4 ones. Firstly, we are going to multiply every digit in the multiplicand by the 4, the ones. So start with 4 multiplied by 1, which gives us 4. 4 multiplied by 9, 36, so I put in my 6, and I carry my 3 to the top, just so it doesn't get mixed up in the answer below. Now I look at 4 multiplied by 3, which gives us 12. Add on the 3, 15. Carry the 1. 4 multiplied by 8, which gives us 32. Add on the 1, and then I have 33. So I have multiplied every digit in the multiplicand by our 4. Then we need to move on to the 2. So now, same strategy. I've already got my place value holder in. So I can have a go at 2 multiplied by 1, which gives me 2. 2 multiplied by 9, which is 18. Put in my 8 and carry the 1. 2 multiplied by 3, 6. Add on the 1, which is 7. And 2 multiplied by 8, which gives me 16 over here. Now, you will have noticed every time I am crossing out the carry once I have used it, that's so that the children don't get mixed up and so that they don't forget that they've already used it and try and add it in anywhere else. So now I have 2 numbers. The second misconception that we see in class is that children forget to add these products together. So Now we need to add the two products. So 4 add 0, which is 4. 6 add 2, 8. 5 add 8, 13, so 3 carry the 1. 3 add 7 is 10, add the 1, 11, carry the 1. 3 add 6 is 9, add the 1, 10. Carry the 1 again, and then 1 plus 1, which is 2. So that leaves us with a product of 201,384. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through the method for short multiplication. In short multiplication, the multiplicand, which is our top number, 3,796, is a digit that's 2 or more digits, and it's multiplied by a multiplier, which is our bottom number, the number 6, which is 1 digit only, okay? So, to complete this method, we need to make sure that every digit in the multiplicand is multiplied by the multiplier. So firstly, we'll start with our ones, which is 6 multiplied by 6. 6 multiplied by 6 is 36, so we put the ones in here, the 6, and we carry the 3. Next we have 6 multiplied by 9, so we're multiplying by the tens now. 6 multiplied by 9 is 54. Then we need to add the 3, which gives us 57, so we put the 7 in here and carry the 5. Now we move on to the hundreds, which is the 7. So now we have to do 7 multiplied by 6, which gives us 42. Add on the 5, 47, so we're going to put in our 7 and carry the 4. And lastly, our thousands. So 3 multiplied by 6, which is 18, add on the 4, gives us 22. And therefore, we end up with an answer of 22,776. And now long division. So for long division, our divisor, which is the number we're dividing by, is a 2-digit number. And it will be a number that the children are not familiar with the multiplication tables for. So in class, to make this less daunting, we've been teaching them to write out their times tables first, and then they can complete the calculation. As they won't know their 36 times tables, we partition it into tens and ones. So 30 plus 6. And now they can write out their 30 multiplication tables, our 30 times tables. So I know that 30, well, 3, the next digit would be 6. So 30 must be 60. And then 90, 120, 150, 180. Then we need our 6 times tables, our 6's, which is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and 36. And finally, we can add them together to get our times table. So 60 add 12, 72, 90 add 18, 108, 120 add 24, 144, 150 add 30, 180, and 180 add 36 would be 260. So now they have got their multiplication tables to work with. So moving on to the strategy. The strategy that we teach the children is an acronym, which is D, M, S, B. And this stands for divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. And for every stage during our long division process, they need to complete all 4 sets. So, let's look at the dividend. Our dividend is 864. So, 8 is not divisible by 36, leaving a whole number, an integer. So, we're going to move on to look at the 8 and the 6, the 86. 86 divided by 36. Let's have a look at our multiplication tables. 1, 2, and I can't go any further. So, I know that 86 divided by 36 is 2, which needs to go in our quotient. So, I've done my divide stage. Now let's move on to multiply. 2 multiplied by a divisor, 36, is 72. So I've multiplied, and therefore I need to subtract the 72. Okay? And I'm only subtracting 72 from 86. I'm not subtracting it from the whole dividend. So 6 subtracted is 4. 8 subtract 7 is 1. And I need to bring down, which is the final stage, the 4. Okay, from our dividend. Bring down the 4. Now I'm going all the way back to the start again, and I'm looking at this number here. I need to see 144 divided by 36. 144 divided by 6, let's have a look at our multiplication tables. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 goes into my quotient, so I'm multiplied. 4 multiplied by 36 is 144. Therefore, I need to subtract 144. Now, I know that 144 subtracts 144 leaves me with 0. And there is also nothing else left in our dividend to bring down. So therefore, my calculation is finished. But even if there was another step, you would just bring down the next number in the dividend and move straight back round to the start, which is divide. Okay, short division. Now, your children might also know this as the bus stop method. So for short division, you have a dividend, which is our 4-digit number in there, 3,674. You have a divisor, which is the 6, and you end up with an answer which we call the quotient in division. So the first step in the bus stop method is I need to look at the 3 in our dividend, and I need to divide that by a divisor 6. So 3 divided by 6. I know that I cannot do that. So I am going to carry the 3 as I haven't used it over to our 6, making 36. Now my dividend is 36, so I need to have a go at 36 divided by 6. I know that gives me an answer of 6, and I don't have any remainders, which means I can move on to our 7. Now 7 divided by 6, I know that gives me an answer of 1, and with a remainder of 1, which I carry over to 4. And last but not least, 14 divided by 6 gives me an answer of 2. And I'm going to put our remainder as a simple remainder today, and we have a remainder of 2. The children also know how to express this as a fraction, where the denominator becomes the 6, which is our divisor. They can also express it as a decimal, okay? So we've ended up with a quotient of 612, remainder 2, or remainder 2/6.
So then, how can you support at home? Hopefully, by watching this video, you now have a clear understanding of how Miss Eagle and Mr. Bailey teach the long multiplication, short multiplication, and long and short division method with the Year 6 pupils, and therefore when you're practicing with them at home, the same method can be used. So please practice. We also have access to Times Table Rockstars to enable that fluent or that quick recall of their times table facts, which is vital, and your child will also be set work on Mathletics. Now, SATS Companion is a new, hopefully you have seen, hopefully you will have seen the information that came out to you as parents and carers all about SATS Companion. Now, Miss Eagle and Mr. Bailey set activities, learning challenges for your children to test them and to practice key skills on SATS Companion. I've put a screenshot on this screen to give you an idea of what it looks like. If you have any other queries or questions about SATS Companion, can you please get in touch with Miss Eagle or Mr. Bailey in the first instance. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please email upperphase@eastfieldpride.co.uk or speak to Miss Eagle and Mr. Bailey when you pick the children up from school. I would just like to say a huge thank you for all your support. I am sure your children will do you proud.